Albert Einstein once said, "Everybody is a genius." But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid.
We are born scientists. When we're born, we wonder what's out there. We begin to wonder about the sun, life, the stars, what makes the oceans, the weather. We're born scientists.
Inside our heads, there are the most complex arrangement of matters in the universe.
We have to learn all these facts, figures, memorization. We think that memorization is science, and that's not true at all. Something happens. When we hit the danger years of junior high school and high school, that's when it's literally crushed.
We used to go to school and then we went to university or business school and then we think we don't need to learn anymore for the rest of our lives.
Every little flower of curiosity, said Einstein, is crushed by society itself. My daughter had to take the Regents exam once, and she had to memorize all these facts and figures about minerals, crystals for a geology exam. Nowhere did I see the true driving force of geology, which is continental drift. That's the organizing principle for all of geology. And yet the exam was memorizing all the names of the crystals and the minerals. And then later she comes up to me and says, "Daddy, why would anyone want to become a scientist?" That was the most humiliating event in my entire life. I felt like taking that book and ripping it apart, because that exam was crushing curiosity right out of the next generation. And then we wonder, hey, how come people are not more interested in science?
We might ask ourselves, can they get to be superhumans?
The speed of the coming together of technologies, globalization, and people thinking in different ways in terms of expectations and aspirations means that we have to learn new things and learn in a different ways. And therefore, the shortening of education is responding to that shortening of the way in which the world is changing.
In order for this to change, we must revisit the educational paradigm and focus on the areas that need rethinking. In today's new world of fast-changing technology and information overload, students need to be trained, not taught. Information needs to be made accessible, and students need to learn how to find it, rather than the teacher offering it to them in a rigid structure. We now understand that students are not alike, do not have the same starting point, can learn and absorb different areas of focus, and need to be guided to develop their skills, rather than taught a set of predefined data points. Education 4.0 need to align with Industry 4.0 and prepare students for the next industrial revolution, which will happen in their lifetime.